Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to go ahead and take a look at this bad boy right here. This is the other summonable unit that dropped alongside LR Full Power Jiren, and they did a very, very good job with our boy LR Full Power Jiren, right, making him just a beast of a unit, right? Probably the best unit in the game. I mean, it's bare minimum, I feel like he's got to be top 2, right? Now, they made both God Toppo's EZ8 and then this Toppo / Pride Troopers work exceptionally well with LR Full Power Jiren. That's obviously one of the big things they went for, is making these two units be very, very good next to him. So what happens with this Toppo right here is he gets, let's see, 110% attack and defense at the start of turn, another 110% attack and defense if there's 3 or more Universe 11 category allies on the team. Which, do we have right here? We don't actually have that on this special pose team. That's okay. But then he also gets guard activated if there's another Universe 11 ally attacking in the same turn. And then Universe 11 category allies get 3 key and 30% attack and defense. Just a ridiculous unit, right? The only real negative with this guy, I would say, is probably the fact that he is a shattering the limit unit. Because they made him to work with LR Full Power Jiren, but then they made him a Shattering Limit unit, which is very odd. But he also does lower attack and defense on Super Attack, by the way. So he's almost sort of designed to go in slot 1, guard against all types. Then, of course, he's giving just a shit ton of key and stuff to LR Full Power Jiren, but then he's also lowering enemy attack or enemy attack and defense, so that then LR Jiren is super effective against all types. So it's just a very clear thing that they have set LR Full Power Jiren up to be like one of the best units in the game. Now, I haven't done the separate Rainbow videos on Cocoons and Rosie. I'm going to do that. Cocoons and Rosie are spectacular units. Again, I just haven't quite had the time to sit down and do the Rainbow Showcase for them. Things have been so busy, right? But I really got to grind out a whole bunch of videos ahead of time because I'm going to be out of town for a little bit coming up very soon. So I got to get some stuff done. All right, and then, of course, Gotenks is the leader of the Special Pose team. I do want to do a separate video just on this Special Pose category itself, and I probably am going to do that. It's not great, but it definitely did get massively better with basically the whole Tanabata celebration. We had a number of units added to it. But, by the way, don't forget that the Kakunsa and Rosie, they are actually Special Pose category support type units, right? They give 2 key and 22% attack and defense. Not the craziest, biggest buff in the world, but it is very, very solid. And it makes running them on the team just something you want to do, right? Like, if you're going to run Special Pose, like, Kakunsa and Rosie do a lot. I mean, you probably want to run them together so that they're, you know, because they have a bunch of different things with running with different Ribrianne, Kakunsa, and Rosie characters. But, like, them as support type units helps out a lot. All right, double super attack by God Toppo. Is he actually going to finish Kefla off right here? I guess he could. God Toppo is super good, right? Like, he is definitely one of the better units in the game now. Yeah, he did. Wow, okay. Well, this is why showcases sometimes can get annoying because, like, it's just, like, they don't make Dokkan bosses strong enough to handle all this stuff, right? Like, it's just, like, they just get absolutely just blitzed and blistered out of the way, like, so fast. All right, so we'll be able to see a pretty good rotation here by Gotenks, although Kakunsa and Rosie, they don't have Fierce Battle, but Gotenks is still solid. I love this Gotenks right here, the Super Saiyan version of Gotenks. I think he is way better, and it's not even close compared to Evil Boo. Like, I think he shits on Evil Boo, and again, it's not close. But obviously, once we get to Super Boo, I think Super Boo is probably better than Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Yeah, there he is taking double digits. I mean, that's something you're routinely going to see from Gotenks. Him, like, completely tanking, because he gets so much defense after he super attacks, really at every single form, because he gets 50% defense on super attack, base Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 3. Again, another difference between him and Boo, whereas Boo is raising attack most of the time, which sucks. Like, if Boo was raising defense just like Gotenks did, Boo would be far better, and it's honestly something they should have done. It's a mistake that they had Boo raise attack the way he does in his fat version and then Evil Boo, which just kind of makes them, like, kind of throwaway characters, I think, honestly. They're just not really that impressive. Whereas Gotenks, I think, is great, and he carries over across all the difficult modes and stuff like that. All right, so we'll go and get this rotation. God Toppo, again, the Toppo / Pride Troopers, and then, of course, Gotenks. What they did with the Pride Troopers units, by the way, is good, because I mean they could do so many different variants now, because they just have like a bunch of them sort of splintered off. We could easily get Dispo and Pride Troopers, probably from the episode where he fights Hit, right? We could probably get Jiren and Pride Troopers. You know, we could get a Jiren, Toppo, and Dispo card specifically. There's so many, like, once they start doing combos like this, then the sky is the limit, and there's just so many different versions of these characters they could do. Like, the Z Fighters, they could easily do similar things with, right? Where G just have so many different, like, variants of these characters to really buff up some of these categories. And this is really good, again, for special pose, which, you know, it's a category they decided to add into the game. Well, they need to start buffing the shit out of it, and thankfully they are, right? All right, so we'll go ahead and now, let's go to the Universe 11 team. Obviously, that's where the Toppo/Pride Troopers are going to be at their best. You know, this Universe 11 units are very highly centralized around being used on a Universe 11 team with Toppo and stuff like that, and Full Power Jiren. But, like, I think God Toppo, like, you just use him anywhere. You can kind of do the same with Dispo, too, but Dispo, we'll see. So, let's go ahead and head over to the Universe 11 team now. Alright, guys, so now we're on the Universe 11 team. Now, again, this is pretty much the setup that they are, okay. So the setup that they really want you to do is to go Toppo/Pride Troopers on one rotation. I mean, look. Okay, Jiren is like either the best unit in the game or the second best unit in the game or like the third best unit in the game. Like, he's like something like that, right? No matter what. Like, there's just no way you could say there's like multiple, like a ton of units that are better. There's just no way. If you personally think like Blue Gogeta with his super effective insult types after transforming, even though Jiren does a turn 1, is better, sure. If you think UI Goku's better at this dodging, sure. But like, there's not like, can't be like, all right, here's this truckload of units that are better. It's just not happening, right? So he's sitting there at 22 key turn, like this turn 1, it's literal turn 1. Now, very soon there is going to be a turn counter added into the game. Honestly, this video might go up after the update. Like, I've got a whole bunch of videos from, like, February and March and April and stuff like that. I gotta get them uploaded, because now that there's gonna be, like, link levels and updates, those videos are gonna be outdated, man. I gotta get those up. Alright, so I want to leave God Toppo right here, but yeah, this is the setup they want you to do, right? Because Toppo super attacks and lowers the enemy attack or defense, which, boom, then Jiren super effective against all types. Then in the other rotation, you have God Toppo along with a full power Jiren, and then on that rotation, God Toppo, just by being on rotation, is lowering enemy defense so that Jiren is super effective against all types. So the setup that they're giving you, no matter what, is just Jiren just being super effective against all types and dominating, right? It's just, he's very good. Very, very, very good unit, no matter what. Okay, so there's God Toppo super attacking, another additional. All right, let's see what, okay, so they're at 1.69 million. Combined with them guarding and then giving Universe 11 allies 3 key and 30% attack and defense, like, again, they're ridiculous. And they're lowering attack and defense. They're insane. Like, they're so ridiculous. That Jiren is 55%, by the way, 3.74 million, and he's super effective against all types. So obviously, God Goku gets incinerated beyond belief right there. That's just the way that goes down, right? Like, I love what they did with Universe 11, right? Like, all these units are just, like, super, super good. Here, sure, we'll just let Jiren just blow this Goku away. I believe that normal Jiren is one of the special units for this event, the Blue Kaioken Goku event. But I don't think full power Jiren actually is. This might do double digits right here. Yeah, yeah, sure did. See ya, Goku. I don't actually think he's going to be super effective against all types, because I don't think Goku has had his his defense and attack going to be lowered. But okay, well, there we go. Was it? Because the arrow's pointing up. I didn't even notice. Okay, sure, whatever. Yeah, pretty good. So, Universe 11 is pretty strong. Like, Universe 11, it's just like, literally, you just have the two Jirens on each rotation, and you're just like, you're beyond speed blitzing. Like speed blitzing is not even, I don't think, accurately describing what you're going to be doing with this team, right? Like, it's just built around the two Jirens, but every other unit alongside Jiren is, like, super strong. Toppo, the Castrol free-to-play unit, they stack defense, right? Dispo, of course, we know how good he is, how good he can be, right? God Toppo can be really good as well. I like Dispo. It's just, to me, like, it's a little bit unfortunate for Dispo, like, in comparison to God Toppo. That's the thing. It's like, wow, yeah, God Toppo just comes out, and he's so, like, look at this. Like, we can't, I know we're using a lot of units that are extra strong in this event. They're getting, like, the attack buffs, but still, like, it's just, it's nuts. It's nuts. I actually would like to not do a bunch of super attacks. Like, I don't actually want to finish this Goku off right here, but I don't know how much of a choice I have in the matter here. We'll see. Hopefully we're not going to finish Goku off. I mean, it depends on if, like, the Jirens are getting crits. Okay, so, yeah, Goku's defense is lowered, so Jiren is going to be super effective against all types right here. This is going to do a lot of damage. And then STR Jiren is not exactly any slouch either, so these are going to be some big-time hits. Yep, there we go. All right, good, but he didn't get a second super attack. Okay, I don't think STR Jiren is strong enough without any support to just, yeah, 2 million is good, but I don't know that that's enough to finish this Goku off right here. Maybe if there was support, but not like that. Okay. That was close, actually. That was pretty damn close. He almost did finish him off. But yeah, look, this is Universe 11. This is what Universe 11 looks like now. And, like, that STR Jiren, like, he's strong, but, like, it's almost kind of like, yeah, whatever, get out of here, boy. Alright, so, yeah, here we go. Toppo / Pride Troopers, Casserole is a support type unit, and then, of course, God Toppo is also a support type unit. So, this will be a pretty good rotation. What's his defense? 200k. So, he has 200k defense while guarding. He's insane. That's insane. And he's a support type unit. Now, of course, you know, he's supporting one of the smallest categories in the game, but like that's himself, right? Like this Toppo right now has 250% attack and defense at the start of turn, and he guards against all types. Then he's giving the other two allies 3 key and 30% attack and defense. That's everything he does right here. On top of then lowering enemy attack and defense as well. His leader skill is super good too. Universe 11 or Special Pose, 2.15, pretty good. Universe 11 or Special Pose, category key 3, and 120% of stats. That's very good. And there we go. Yeah! Okay. Squad right there. I like it. So, again, there's these Toppo / Pride Troopers units. Dokkan, I think, did a very good job in this update. I really hope that if we're going to continue to do this, bring out categories and other teams and stuff like this, we've got to keep, like, really, like, just build it. Like, each of these updates should really build these categories up so they have, like, really cohesive options the way now Universe 11 does. And, like, Universe 6 is exactly the same way. So, you know, we'll see what they do in the future, but this is pretty damn good. Alright, so this is our boy, Toppo / Pride Troopers, the light that defends peace. Again, leader skill is Universe 11 or Special Pose, category key 3, and 120% of stats. That's solid right there. That is very, very solid. I mean, I guess, actually, a lot of those Universe 11 units do sort of have a lot of crossover with Special Pose, so that's the only thing. Like, the only one who's not on there would be STR Jiren and LR Full Power Jiren, right? Otherwise, it is the same thing. So I guess that is something to consider, right? Toppo's super attack is the Justice Formation, which does supreme damage and lowers enemy attack and defense. Again, he's designed in a manner to where he has guard, so he goes in slot 1, lowers enemy attack or defense, and then Jiren is super effective against all types, right? That's clearly what they're going for. The passive skill is Evil Destroying Light, gives 110% attack and defense at the start of turn, then an additional 110% attack and defense when there are 3 or more Universe 11 category allies in the team. Not really so much of a big deal, because this guy is, like, dripping in Universe 11, right? He's designed to be used with Full Power Jiren. He's a support type unit for Full Power Jiren. So it's like you're just going to run a lot of these Universe 11 units together, right? This guy, God Toppo, and then the 2 Jirens. That's really all you need, right? And then that would activate this guy's prerequisites too, so that's good. Then this guy guards against all attacks when there's another Universe 11 category ally attacking in the same turn. Again, not really something that's going to bother him so much because he's already a Universe 11 category support type unit too, right? So it's just everything is all melded together with him. And then he is a Universe 11 category support type unit. 3 key and 30% attack and defense is amazing. I wish they would just pretty much start doing this with all units. Like, it doesn't need to be that big, that robust. 3 key and 30% attack and defense is super good, right? But, like, if, like, a lot of units, right, would maybe have, like, all allies, like, key 1 and 10% attack and defense, something like that. Like, just, like, small things like that really help out. Like extra key on the rotation is just so good, especially with the plethora of LRs now in the game. Like, any key support at all is very helpful, and especially for units that struggle for key, right? There's still a lot of them in this game, so any help is always very good. Topos Links are Supreme Warrior, Signature Pose, Tough as Nails, Hero of Justice, Shocking Speed, Tournament of Power, and Shattering the Limit. Now, again, we are on the cusp of a monster update on JP Dokkan where many links are going to be changed and stuff like that, so things are going to get real nuts soon. And link level ups, it's like a lot of these units are going to be looking vastly different soon, right? And then, of course, our boy Toppo, his 12 multiplier is 140%, which is fine, and then he is on a couple of different category teams, right? So for starters, Toppo is on the Universe 11 category team, obviously super, super good, right? He's also over here on the Special Pose team, which definitely is getting a little bit better after this update, right? A lot of units from the Tournament of Power are on here, Kakunsa, Rosie, stuff like that, so that's good. I suppose we could eventually see, like, Kakunsa, Rosie, and Ribrianne as, like, a trio card. That's probably another thing we would get. Toppo is also over here on the Universal Survival Saga, which, I mean, now is really starting to get up there. I mean, you have got just ridiculous power. I mean, after these, like, 4 months in a row of just non-stop Tournament of Power units, like, oh, yeah, things have gotten quite a bit different, right? And then finally, Toppo is here on Joined Forces, is what category this is. Although this isn't really going to be a unit you run in Joined Forces, because he needs Universe 11, right? So it's like, I mean, there's the Castrol and Pride Troopers unit, sure, but that's not going to be enough. Just those 2 Universe 11 units on here, not enough. In the future, you know, we'll see when, like, Jiren Pride Troopers unit comes out, or Dispo Pride Troopers unit comes out, or whatever. Sure, it will happen. We'll see. Joint Forces is getting there. The roster's good. There's a couple support type units on there now. Goku and Vegeta are a real category leader now. Definitely looking pretty good. So there was our boy Toppo. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.